here. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Steve.
Oh, you're serious.
Oh,
Okay.
we could do. I'm Steve, and you could say
I'm Katrina.
and then we can say welcome back to Maker's Cave at the same time.
We could do
Okay,
that.
we could do that. You're sure?
I
Is
am
that the
not
chair?
It's the chair.
Jesus Christ!
Whatever. Okay.
Oh, look at the camera.
Yeah, the camera. Oh, there.
I'm Steve.
I'm Katrina.
Welcome back to the Maker's Cave.
I forgot what we were doing.
Well, I think it worked, didn't it? I guess we'll find out. I feel like Bob and Doug McKenzie.
We should do it again because I talked right after. It's going to be really hard to cut that. Okay.
I'm Steve.
I'm Katrina.
And welcome back to the Maker's Cave. Oh, wow, that was good. And now I'll explain what's going on.
Sure, why not? You're going to introduce it and got to show the thing. You know,
Yeah.
Well, I'm here. You don't know how to do this? Go ahead.
My first time.
Leave the
You
thing
got out?
out. Yeah. Why are we still recording?
Because I don't feel like stopping. Today we're going to start our new build of Agora's.
You're going to start your sweat.
My sweater part build. Have I ever done that before?
No, but I'm glad I was here for it. Okay.
You got it together?
Yeah.
Today we're going to start our build of Agora Models, the Xenomorph, or the alien from... Oh, Alien. This is going to be pack 1, and this is a half-scale model, which means it's half the size of the original, which means it's 4 foot tall. Here's what it looks like, and it's got a lot of neat features. It's got the jaw, of course, the inner jaw comes out. There's a light in the head. We'll address that. And I'm trying to think of some other neat features, and the one I like the most is it's got an articulated head. So as it senses sound, it will turn towards that sound. Pretty creepy and neat. So we're going to open up all the parts in here. I really can't show you what the parts are beforehand because it's a mystery to me too, because they're in paper bags this time. So we're going to take them all out and see what they are.
Okay, that's great. But you know what? I really think you should mention that, you know, this being 4 foot tall, even though it's a large scale build or a big scale build or a part work, whichever one you would like to call it, that some of our viewers are Halloween enthusiasts, and a 4 foot tall Xenomorph.
Oh, you're right.
In your display.
You're right. Even though it's not life size, this would be cool for a growing Xenomorph in your Halloween
Especially
display.
if it has the ability to move its head.
Yep. Towards sound.
Towards sound. So
that is cool.
If you're,
hey, you're pretty good at this.
I don't think you should put that in there.
Oh yeah. All right. So now we gotta take the parts out.
Okay, but you don't want to segue.
Oh.
Better than that, or?
Well, we'll do it in editing, or?
All right.
Oh, I do.
Why are you closing the box? You've already opened the box.
And as usual, I'll put a link below to where you can get this build and any of the other builds that Agora has, which are pretty cool. They got a lot of neat ones. So let's take this out. Okay, so now we got to stop.
Bring you guys forward.
Oh, first of all, yeah.
What?
I lost my train of thought.
We're gonna bring you forward naturally. Get the down view, and we're gonna start the build.
Yeah, that'll work. Oh, I forgot, as you haven't noticed, we're going to do this build together, so stick around. This should be interesting. All the stage 1 parts are out of the bag, and obviously this is a jaw over here, and we're going to be doing some teeth work. Now, it's probably going to be hard for you to, well, it's going to be impossible for you to tell, but on each end of the tooth, there is a number, and it corresponds with Oh, did I say letter? It
Yeah, there's a letter.
There's a-
corresponds with a number.
Yeah, that corresponds with a number, and the chart is in the directions. So the first thing they want us to do is take the little head and put the jaw, and it looks like it sits right on there. This little post that it goes right in, and then we're going to put that in with. Oh no, we're not going to use any screws, are we? Oh, this is a little different than some of the other part work builds. They included screws here, but they don't label them. So that's why I did my infamous, well, now we're going to put in a BM screw. Well, I can't say that because there's no designation for the screws. So, hey, look, take these screws you got and you're going to put them into the jaw. And this is the screwdriver that's included with the kit. 2 screws are in.
There's 3.
There's 3. Oh. There are actually 3 screws, the 2 that I told you about, and there's 1 up here. And it's all screwed in, so that's what it should look like so far. Now go into your little parts, and this is the small section of the upper jaw, and we're going to be putting these teeth in here. Now, according to the chart, they go in a certain direction. I already laid these out, so this is front going to the back, and put them into here, and you're going to use some super glue to put them in, or whatever your CA glue of choice is. Now go back at the top of your skull, turn it over, and there's a big old slot here, and there's a big old post here. You're going to put some glue around this post, and then it goes right into there. And that's the head taking some shape. And with that, stage 1 is complete. Or no, yeah, stage 1 is complete.
Alrighty, here are your stage 2 parts. And the first thing we're going to do is take the lower jaw. We're working on the lower jaw, so we're going to take these 2 pieces. You fit them together like that, see? Like that. And the holes need to line up here. And we're just going to hold that in place. And with this peg, we're going to secure it. Just push that straight through. Like that. Okay? And next, we're going to take the other portion of the lower. I guess this is the extrusion part that sticks out, that juts out. We're going to take this and we're going to put them together. First, we need to insert this spring onto the peg. Okay, and then line it up like so. Here. Next, secure it at these 2 holes with these, I believe they're 2 by 3 by 6 screws. Okay, gonna keep it together there. Next, we're going to take this mechanism that's going to help that part of the jaw, you know, jut out when it's attacking. And there's a peg. It sticks out here. And on the underside of this, where we put the screws in, there's a slot. I'm going to snap that right in. It's press fit. And it is pretty snug and secure. All right, and that is it for that part. Okay, we're gonna put that aside, and we're going to move on to the other portion of the lower jaw, which is this. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to secure this piece that is for the teeth into this recess, and we're going to dab a little bit of glue in that well and just slip it into that slot there. All right, we got that in. Once it's secure, we're going to attach these sides to the side of the lower jaw. And now you can't see it, but there are 3 pegs that run. Oh, if I hold it like that, you can see there's 3 pegs that run up and down, and that is what's going to line up with these 3 pegs on the side. And you're just going to press that in, fit that into place. We are not going to glue this into place right now, as the directions tell you that you're going to have to remove them at a later stage. So we're just going to press both sides on. I'm going to do the other side now. And if they don't stay, you can use a little bit of tape to keep them in place while we're working on other parts of the jaw. All right, so this and this are the end of stage 2. Okay, here we have the parts for stage 3 of the build. And the first thing we're going to do is bring back this lower jaw. And I took their advice and put tape on, but it still pops off a little bit. We're going to hold, and we're going to put the teeth in the lower portion of the jaw. And we're going to use super glue to just, starting from the left side or right side here, we're just going to put some glue in the well. Once you have all the teeth in, it will look like that. Okay, next we are going to be attaching, oh, we're going to keep this part. We're going to be attaching this piece to the underside of the lower jaw. And you can use glue. No. I'm just looking here to see. Yes. We're going to use a little bit of glue to set it. All right. So there's a little groove here. That's where that's going to wrap around. And then you're just going to like push up on these and pop them in to the holes. And then there's a hole here on the side for that one. And then do the same on the other side. And pop that in, and it meets right up with these pieces that we have that are temporarily held on the side. And a tooth popped out. I guess it's still drying. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So there we go. Oh. We have this on. All right, next we're going to move on. I'm going to put that aside. We're going to move on to, we're going to bring this piece back that was in stage 2 that we put together. And we're going to install this motor. And we're just going to, there's 2 holes right here on the side that we're going to put it in, and it may not line up, so you just extend the neck out a little until it turns and it'll sit down in there. Okay, and then we're going to secure that with 2x6 screws. All right. Next, we're going to take this part, it's a housing, and we're going to set this down. Sorry, got it the wrong way. There are 4 slots in here, and you'll see there's 4 slots here. We're going to place them right over top, set it down in there, and we're going to secure them with the 2x3x6 screws. To complete that, this housing, we're going to take this, and you'll see there's a little channel here. You want to make sure that that is down, and it's going to go in that notch right there, kind of keep it in place, and over top of these 4 pegs match up with these 4 holes. And again, they're going to be held in with the 2x3x6 screws. Alrighty, and that's what you have when it's complete. And we're going to set this aside. We're going to bring the spine portion of the head back, and the section of the head that Steve did in stage 1. And if you turn them upside down, you'll see there's a little tab here, and it's going to fit right over top of the 2 holes here. Okay, like that. And it's going to be held in with the 2x3x6 screws. All right. The next item or task is to bring this part back with the head and face down. Really? Oh, there are pegs right here in the inside, and this is going to sit on top of that. So you just have to, okay, snug in like a bug in a rug. There we go. And we're going to secure them with 2 guesses. First one doesn't count. 2x3x6. Okay, with that, we have a partially completed head. This looks fabulous. And I should mention, most of these parts are plastic, with the exception of this. This piece, the second mount that extends out, is actually all metal. It's kind of cool. So with that, with these 2 items, stage 2 is now stage 3 is now complete, and we do have some leftover parts. These 2 items, which you'll just keep aside, because I believe you're going to be using them in stage 4.
And here are the pieces for stage 4. We're going to be doing some tibia or leg work. This is soft, pliable plastic, but the texturing is very nice on it. Now, we're going to start off with something, a tedious task. Zoom. There you go. Whoa. Hello. This stage included a bunch of these little magnets. Now, it's important when we install these later on in the directions that they're facing the right way. So let me move these pieces out of the way. So you want to go and grab I would suggest a Sharpie. And what you need, and let me squirt them all over the place. So I'm going to have to, holy crap. So I'm going to lay these all out. And well, we have all the magnets apart and separated. The distance we have between them is so they don't attach back to each other because they are strong magnets, but they are very thin. We had a couple, one here and another one here, that actually snapped in half, and we're going to have to be careful with that. Yeah.
That happened while taking them apart.
Yeah, it happened while taking them apart. So when you're separating them, be very careful. Now you're going to take one magnet, and you take your Sharpie, and you're going to put a little dot on here. Okay. And then you're going to take your next magnet so that it sits on top of it. Oh. So now we put that second magnet on here. We put another dot. We take our next magnet. Be very careful. All right, so it attaches, and then we put a dot there, and we're going to do this for all of them, and we'll be back. We've now marked all the magnets. I'm keeping them apart so they don't get connected to each other. These are the two broken ones. I'm going to keep these separated, and we'll work with these when it's time to use them. After doing all your magnets, you want to go and get these two calf pieces, and you want to turn them upside down, and there's little wells right here, little circled wells, and that's where you're going to put your magnets in there with the dot you did, with that pointing up. I'm actually going to use one of the broken ones first, and oh, I forgot, you're supposed to super glue them in there, so let's do that. And as you can see, the one I wanted to use went and got stuck to the pile. On these two plastic calf parts, I put the 4 magnets in here, and I read ahead in the directions, and there's this pliable plastic piece, which is for the tibia, and you're supposed to put 4 magnets on this one side. I just went ahead and did that now and got it out of the way. Now you go back. Now you come back to your 2 tibia parts, are they calling these? Or shin parts, I'm sorry. These 2 shin parts. And in your pack of parts, you had this little T connector. And that is going to go and connect these 2 together. And they're going to get held in some 2.3 by 6 screws. There's the shin part all together. Now here's that rubber piece that we did earlier, or no, we didn't do earlier, that I put the magnets in earlier, a little ahead of time. And now here's the shin piece you just assembled. And this just goes right onto here.
They're calling it a tibia.
Yeah, they're calling it a fibia.
Tibia.
Fibia.
Tibia.
Tibia. Tibia. So the magnets are holding that in place. Go back into your parts. You're going to get this little piece here. They're calling the calf protection, which is metal. And then there's a little rubber pipe, they're calling it. And as you can see, there's some slots. Oh, we maybe get, but there's some slots in here. There's tabs here. And what they tell you to do is test fit to make sure it fits. And when it does, take it back out and then use some super glue to hold it into place. And that is done. Now, bring back this part Katrina did earlier with the head unit. And if you notice, there is an electrical cable right here. So here's your printed circuit board. You're going to take the lead coming from the head and holding it like this goes in the top one. And then you're going to go get your 9-volt connector, and of course you're going to get a 9-volt battery. And then on the printed circuit board, connector over here. Connects in. Now that you have the battery connected in over here, you've got the head connected into this connector. There's 2 buttons that they like to label D and E. They are not labeled on the board. And they are supposed to make the mouth go in and out. So let's see if that works. We're going to push D and the other one. Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
That was nice.
Yeah, that's cool. A little bit of action right out of the gate.
Yeah, right.
All right, so with the completion of that, let me get all our scattered parts around. That completes pack 1. Did the top of the skull with a moving jaw. We did some tibia work for the leg. Katrina did some
Lower jaw.
was that lower jaw work. Yeah. With these 2 pieces that you are not supposed to super glue in. You're supposed to wait on that. And like I said, the electronics. Nope, that's it for pack 1. So there we go for pack 1. I really encourage you to go and get this model. This is really cool. Like I said, 4 foot tall. I put together some stuff.
I put together other stuff.
And I hope if you're doing this, this help you put yours together, or I hope it encourage you to go get one. But I think that's it. Like I said, put a load of all the links to get this model, the other models, the tools and supplies we all used. Anything else?
We hope to see you at the next build.
Yeah, we hope to see you at the next build. Take care. I'm Steve.
I'm Katrina.
And thanks for stopping by the Maker's Cave.